using the BK970 for AM radio alignments. Good afternoon, YouTube. Here with you at 2:27 on Monday. I brought back an oldie but a goodie. Some of you guys that's been around for a long time may recall this radio. I don't know, but it is from the last time I worked on it was in September of 2017, so it's over 2 years. This is a Zenith transistor solid state table radio. I have 3 of these that are very similar. They all use the same chassis. I think this is a A411 something L maybe or something like that. I can't remember, but the chassis number is 8AT16X. And like I said, this has been recapped. I don't know how well you can see it there, but that's new cap there and there, new cap there. Now I think, as I recall, where I left off here, that may not be a new cap there. I'm not really sure. I don't know how well you're even seeing that. Yeah, I think you could see it. But I don't. That's a blue one, so I don't know. It may not be a new one. Then again, I may have bought a blue one. I don't remember. But anyway, the problem with this particular radio was the output transistor, audio output down here, which is right there, is this is not the original. The original one's right here. And this has got some noise in it. It's got some crackly noise in it, and it's a noisy transistor, basically. So this is one from one of the other radios. Like I said, it's the identical chassis. And I've got a new, it's a TO66, I believe is the case style, that goes in this area here. You can see there's one end, and there's one end, and there's your... It's the oblong type, you know, the old power transistor type of transistor. I've got that here somewhere, and eventually I'm going to do that, put that in. In fact, I will probably, if I can find it, I will probably today. So that's the plan on that. One of the reasons I got this out was because I wanted to do that, number one, is replace that transistor and get this thing buttoned up. Also, I believe this has not been replaced, and this is probably the main thing that should be replaced. And you know, I don't recall what I was going to do about that. I'll have to look at my video, I guess, and see. But anyway, the reason I bought this out, and I'm going to flash up the schematic for this. As you can see on the schematic, I'm going to point it out on there. Point C is the reverse AGC voltage. Now, I'm a little confused about it as far as being reversed AGC. Now, typical AVC voltage is a negative voltage, so I'm thinking maybe that's a positive voltage then, if that's the case. So you know, I may have to look at that. But what I want to do is basically use the VOM from the 970. And see exactly what type of reading we get on that, and just see if it can be used to basically, you know, align the set. In other words, you know, I want to see how the AM is aligned as far as if it works very well with this. You know, I'm trying to make use of this entire BK Model 970 Radio Analyst and get the most out of it I can. So, you know, that's what I want to try to do, is basically do that. So let me get set up here, and I'll bring you back, and I'll show you where the point is on the actual circuit board, where we'll be measuring, and what that corresponds to point C on the schematic. Alright, well, what you see is the, let me turn this down just a hair. What you see is me connected to the reverse AVC point. Now, this point is at the cathode of CR101 and the base of Q1, and that is that point right there. Now, the other end of the meter is connected to the minus of the main filter capacitor. That has to be B minus. So that's why I've got it connected there. Now if we look over here, and I'm going to do a wide shot for this, we can see the meter is at 1. Now you can see, I'm going to turn it up so you can hear what happens when I adjust it.
Big difference.
So now there, that's a good solid signal. Now here's what happens when we tune off of it. You see the voltage goes up. So it is actually negative. It's not positive. So, you know, that's a good indication right there that our AGC is negative. So that is good to know. Now that's the 2-volt scale, and this would work well enough to use this for adjusting, I think, on the for tuning it up. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna be great, but it's working all right. So now the FM, I believe, behaves differently. Let me just switch over to FM real quick. Turn it up so we can hear what we're doing. There you can see it doesn't do much of anything. Same point. But I don't believe the AVC works the same way in FM as it does AM. Not saying it doesn't work, but it doesn't work the same way. Because obviously I'm tuning in a signal. So, but for our AM, I think it works rather well. I do believe. You can watch the pointer go up and down. So in other words, what I'm getting at on this one, on this particular radio, it could be done just like with the regular meter. No big deal as far as having something else connected to it. Now, on the if we want to use the volume from the speaker to do this, it has to be rectified because that's AC. So let's hook that up now and check that out. Alright, I have it hooked up now. I'm going to show you how I have it hooked up on the screen there. And that's exactly how I have it hooked up. We're going to go up in volume a little bit and watch the needle. So it's so you can see, now I know it was really loud, I'm sorry about that, but as you can see, it does work.
Anyway, tax accountants remind clients that, especially this time of year, you should save tax documents, financial data for several years beyond when you file your return.
Let me see if I can get a stronger station.
time and looking at where your money's going, it's a game changer. All of a sudden you go, whoa! And so your behavior will change quicker, and it will stay in a sustainable habit because of the fact that you see where your money is and where you're spending. That's
and budgeting, it can be hard. I mean,
So you can see that does work. I'm going to take now and take the what do you call it, and put 455 up and see what that does. If I can, real quick. Should be on that one there, and should be right here. Then get my little thing here so I can put that on here. That'll help a lot, I believe.
9 years together now. We've been married 10. So
congratulations.
Well, you can do the math.
There you can see that's with the VO or the RF generator at about 455, and you can see it does matter when we tune it. You can see it goes off. So you can see there that does work also, and it would work very well for tuning it up, because if I adjust the IF transformer, it's going to make it go up and down. So like I said, this both will work, and I'm going to make up a little bit of an adapter. Let me bring you back down here. Let me turn this off. Turn these off as well. And like I said, what we're going to do is make up an adapter to plug into here that will allow me to basically do both ways. I can reverse the leads for negative voltage readings when getting negative AVC, and also I can do the diode, and I think I'm going to put a capacitor in across there also for that measurement to boost it just a little bit. But as you can see, that will work just fine, and I don't see any problems doing that. So, you know, I'm happy about that.
How are you living? How are you eating?
I live with my parents right now. They're willing.
Like I said, it does work, and I'm happy about that. And now I need to find this transistor for this so I can wrap this thing up and knock out another project that's been 2 years in the making. I've got a couple, 3 places I can look. I think I know exactly where it's at, but you know how that works. But anyway, I thought this was an interesting development as far as being able to use the 970 to its fullest in order to get this done. So I think you will agree, and I see my battery light icon is flashing, so let me get off here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.